Yo.
Oh, this how we get
Nothin Nice.
Okay.
E-Man.
Yeah.
JB. Who? Jones.
Yeah.
Yo. I ain't gonna even do it.
No.
One week is gonna happen.
Hey, the boys back in the building.
Should give him some more 808s.
Shout out to D-Man.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Nothin Nice. As you see, as he called out, our brother's back in the building. Mook, back from the sip. How you doing, my brother?
Yes, sir.
I ain't got my brother E.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Y'all had a good week?
Man, I had a long week, but yeah, man, I'm here.
Bro, I feel you on that, man. And we might as well just jump right into it. That Tampa-Atlanta game, man.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about some reactions to this past week before we look ahead. What y'all see?
Man, I started out, man. It's bittersweet, man. I'm happy for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
But I'm really not happy for Kirk Cousins.
Why?
Because I want to see.
Oh, okay.
I want to see the number 8 pick. What is number 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to see that number 8 pick. I feel like they wasted that pick. I feel like they could have got
Penix?
from seeing how that defense struggled a little bit, stopping Baker. I feel like they could have used that pick for something else, man. I honestly,
Let me ask you.
I know before you say that though, but I know Raheem Morris.
Yeah.
I guess he said the last time I lost my job, I didn't have a quarterback. He said, so I guess from his perspective, the last thing I'm not gonna have is a quarterback. So I can understand why he drafted Phoenix with that 8th pick, but man, I don't know, man.
Man, Penix is tough, man. That's a quarterback for the future.
And then he didn't even play through it in the preseason. You let him get one drive in the preseason, and then you say that's enough. Like, come on,
well, I mean, because they already knew going into the season, and they turned Kirk going into the season. You're our guy, you're the starter. So that is what it is. Michael just has to be ready for these next years to come. The same way Jordan Love had to sit in the wing, the same way Aaron Rodgers got to sit in the wing, the same way Patrick Mahomes sat in the wing. Yeah. Wait your turn, your time.
So let me ask you this: you think you think they're trying to do like the Alex Smith, Pat Mahomes,
absolutely
type thing?
I'll take it a step further. I would just say that we're tired of seeing these top picks bust, for lack of a better term,
right?
Just not be productive in the NFL. We can look at 18 in Chicago right now. Mm-hmm. It's going to be so much compare and contrast because his pace isn't as what's buddy name?
Daniels.
Yes, in Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
Jaden
so Jaden Daniels. It's just a lot of compare and contrast. What we could talk about last year with C.J. Stroud in Young, how it's just a lot of just compare and contrast where you can't even focus on developing your talent at home.
Yeah. So
I feel like.
So let me ask you this: Do you feel like it's not developed, or do you feel like it's too much pressure?
Both.
Because to me,
it's a combination of both. I feel like it's a combination of both from the standpoint of you can't just put, for lack of a better term, because these are all grown men, but you can't put kids in a jail with grown men. Yeah, it's just going to affect them a little different. You got to put them where they can feel that, get that confidence to be like, you know what, now I can be over here. You know what I'm saying? Versus,
but to me, go ahead, man, my bad.
So just real quick, what I'm gonna add to that is because it is a bit of both. Some guys, it's just like going through puberty. Some guys they already got it. Yeah. You get to high school, they already got it. Everything like that. There's some guys you get to college and that's when you start growing your beard, you start growing up, everything like that. Yeah. It's just like boomers. But what's difficult is, in the NFL, when it comes to quarterbacks, has basically turned into the NBA. Right. To where if we draft you high, we're expecting right now results. Right. So
I think it's Cam Newton's fault, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Honestly,
that rookie year was crazy.
But there's a couple of Cam came out swinging. RG3 came out
RG3.
swinging. Russell Wilson came out swinging.
Old buddy from the Colts.
Yeah, Andrew Luck came out swinging. So because these guys came into the league and basically had immediate success, taking their teams to the playoffs, that just becomes, okay, this is the new expectation.
But can we agree that those are like once in a generation type players?
And talents.
But to
And
me,
talents, for sure.
to me, it's not. It to me is.
We ain't never seen another Cam.
But I'm
Haven't
saying,
since.
but what I'm saying is because I feel like it's the system. I don't get me wrong. Jaden Daniels is one heck of a one heck of a
For sure.
talent, and player. But it's also, man, that they're taking a lot of what he did in college, and translating it to the NFL.
But
so
that's what
many
you're supposed to
times
do, though.
you bring a player in like a Caleb Williams, right? And I've been saying I'm not high on him. I said it before he was drafted. I said, he's not a generational player. But at the same time, take what he does great and bring it in. They so big on college offense. Who cares? Like, don't nobody care that Daniels is running a college offense.
Josh care.
You care?
His quarterback was successful in a college playbook.
If it works, hey, I'm all for it. If it works. But to your point though, to the point I was making though, it's like it was to me it was eventually going to happen because you gotta look at it. The type of money that these quarterbacks are making now, it's like for one, your quarterback did make it almost impossible to build a team around a quarterback that's gonna get paid because they gave him $230 million.
Yeah, and we paid Nick Chubb.
Yeah, but at the same time, the formula that
and we pay him as well.
Yeah, the formula that they're using is the formula of you get a young quarterback inexpensive, so you can put all the other pieces around them, you know. So now that's about the only way you really can just build a team unless you get a Pat Mahomes who can make everybody else that much better, or Lamar Jackson. But how many of those guys out there? I mean, they want to. But
that goes to our point, though, that it's really a combination of both. It's like if you have the luxury that Atlanta obviously has right now, where you can draft a quarterback who you're like, I see the potential in him. I see what he can do. This is going to be our guy for the future.
Keep it under wraps. That's why you need to get
so if you have your guy for the future, but you don't have to throw him to the wolves right now, and you can let him grow. So when he comes out there, he goes from being the hunted to the hunter. Like that's huge. That's what every team wants if they can afford it. Atlanta just set themselves up to where they can afford it.
But at the same time, you run the risk of ruining the quarterback that's the placeholder. Like as great as Aaron Rodgers was, the relationship was never the same when they drafted Jordan Love. As great as Aaron Rodgers was, it started to go down.
There was a couple of things with Aaron Rodgers in that front office. Aaron Rodgers was literally putting on a mask and saying, "Give me your money," and they was like, "Why would you do this? Who are you?" Show them, "I'm Aaron." Put the mask on and say, "Give me your money." They got tired of getting robbed. They got tired of not going to the playoffs and being successful. They got tired of, okay, another MVP. Who cares? Are you going to do something this time?
Right.
But he's going there and saying, "You're not going to get better than me. I'm going to put on this mask, show you this little gun, and you're going to pay me, and then I'm going to show you that it's me."
But listen though,
that got to be annoying to deal with.
I completely agree with you. But when did it all start?
When he was winning
when they drafted Jordan Love.
No.
I wouldn't say it started there.
He been robbing the Packers since before Jordan Love got there.
Because he's been rolling up for that Super Bowl that he won.
But if he was that great, I'm going to demand that too. Like, if you allow me to do it,
he was a good football player. Yes, and I would still say probably one of the best football throwers
for sure
of all time, for sure. Yeah. But when we talk about winning, he just never did it. But he was just so good of a player, and he was running. He was literally the man. He was the only reason why people would even think about going to Wisconsin was him.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, you're gonna keep making me the highest paid in the quarterback in the league every year. I'm gonna need that. and I may take you to the playoffs.
But also, like, we don't know what Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we can assume that he'd have been great.
Yeah.
But I've just seen multiple quarterbacks and even like position players, like wide receivers or cornerbacks, say that they got to benefit off of watching, because they say that second year the game slows down so much from the first year. Even watching it on the sidelines, it slows down. You start terminology, what to look for, this, that, and the third. You don't have classes to go to, so just being able to sit, learn, watch, practice. And then with Daniel, something that he does that started back when he was at college at LSU, he actually does virtual reps, and he talked about it, where he puts the virtual reality goggles on and he does reps with that. Just seeing that. So if you get a year of, okay, I don't have to put the wear and tear on my body, and I get to like watch the rest of like what happened in this game, see tendencies, and learn that. So then when you do go out on the field, you're like, okay, cool, I can just translate what I've learned.
Yeah, it's like his year one is like, I saw when you was in this stance last season, this is how you operated.
Right.
So now I know what to do when the defense is looking like this.
And I'm just throwing something out here. I know this ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like, what if Miami went to the Falcons and offered a number 1 pick for Michael?
It wouldn't even be the number 1 pick, because since he's so unproven, they'll probably jump at a third.
Nah.
They'll probably jump at a third.
No, you ain't gonna give him. You ain't gonna give Phoenix.
Y'all did this last time. Y'all remember what happened.
I understand that. Look, and I gotta congratulate you on that, bro. You called that like it was, bro. It wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't even on my radar.
That's another episode. It's gonna be coming out too. But okay, so I hear what you're saying. I probably wouldn't do that, because first year, like, we've seen guys. We go for much higher for
for sure.
As much time.
Well, I'm just saying, if they was trying to just,
I wouldn't be mad at Miami picking up the phone to call though.
Yeah, for sure. They should.
I don't think
Tua.
Not because he's not good, but I don't think he's gonna be healthy. I just worry so much about
his circle has to be saying, "Yo, man, you can't keep doing this."
It's like Christian McCaffrey. You just got. Well, Chris McCaffrey to me is 1 year. He was 1 year ago, 2 years ago from he should have been enough. But Tua, I think this is his last. This is his last year. If he come back and like any concussion, anything like that, you just got to go ahead and give him a severance.
Man, the only thing I don't think it will be his last year, only because. With with sports, it's such a short life, especially with the NFL.
Oh no, they're gonna try to get. He gonna try to get his.
Once it's over, it's over. So I think that he's probably going at this, especially because he's young.
What is he, like 26?
Yes, like 25, 26. Yeah, he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm good. I'll take my chances, roll the dice, everything like that. So I can see him, keep fighting and stuff like that. Maybe he'll end up being a journeyman in the league until he lands into a spot like Geno. But it's tough. Because we saw Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater was like catching his stride and everything like that. I think he was in Minnesota at the time when he was like, you know what, going up the field on the stretcher isn't worth it.
But at the same time, man, I'm not even his family, bro. But like, I can't help but thinking. Every time we get out there on the field, because think about the hit there when he went down. It wasn't even a hard hit. Yeah. I ain't even really see a hit to the head.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of tough injuries kind of are like that. Not even trying to shift the sport. But even if you just think about Derrick Rose, he just did a very extreme pro step and just landed bad.
Yeah, and then like with football, when it comes to a lot of the concussions in football, it's not necessarily the first hit. It's when your head hits the ground. Because you can't really brace yourself. I didn't really see his head hit the ground. Or if your head hits the ground,
no cushion,
or if your neck snaps, the pressure and the tension goes up into your head, and that's how you get your concussion.
But then think about it from a player perspective. If you're on the other side of the football, the defense, you saying to yourself, man, do I really want to go and hit this guy, bro? Like,
no, you say do I want to hit him?
Do I want to be the guy?
You're just hoping that your hit isn't the one
that
does anything. No. I mean, you don't want your hit to be the one to be detrimental.
Yeah.
But you still like, we're all out here playing football. Like, this is how I make my money, feed my family.
Because even with him, even when he made the tackle, bro, you can see he was like, oh no,
man, that was a freak
Tua.
situation.
You know what I'm saying? He was like trying to pick Tua up. Like he was more worried about Tua than making the play at that point.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come to a point where it's like, I don't want to say it's pity, but it's like, man,
I don't think it'll be.
No, I don't think
it seems like every
I
play.
think he was just like, dang, like this is not how I wanted you to go out.
Yeah.
There's probably just some like competitor's remorse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it.
But I think it comes to a point, man, where you gotta protect the player from
remorse.
themselves. You gotta protect the player from themselves, man. I don't
It's
want to
like
see
boxing.
this man down the field, bro.
You don't want to see him take too much.
Yeah.
When
When that dude start doing this with his hands, bro, that they don't want the scariest scenes. Bro, I don't want to see that, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
nobody want to see that, man. And I like Tua, man. I think ain't too many quarterbacks
It ain't.
could take his spot. You clearly see the offense.
No, he's talented. He's for sure.
What's his backup name?
Tyler Huntley and
No, Willis or something like that.
No, it was Tyler Huntley.
No, that's Huntley.
It was old boy before that. It was what's the guy name?
I don't remember his name.
That's I don't know him either. But
that's the one
he
I'm
played
talking
against
about.
Buffalo. He played pretty good at that one Buffalo playoff game. But I think he got hurt too, didn't he?
No, they just benched him.
So, question kind of shifting it real quick while we're talking about the games.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta-Tampa game, we saw that when Atlanta went crazy.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, first cousin out there, he went off for 500 bills. So that's dope. That's crazy.
I had to relook at that.
Yeah, that was insane. He passed Matt Ryan for most yards in the game in Atlanta history. So, what are some other games that? That's crazy, bro. So, what are some other games that stuck out to you? I know for me, for sure, that Commanders Arizona game, because how Daniels is playing, that one stuck out to me. Going back to that last week, rather, Atlanta beating New Orleans. Because New Orleans was right in the hot streak, but Atlanta going and getting that one done. Atlanta's gonna be a tough out, man. And then Houston, even though it's the Jags and the Jags are having another bad season, one thing that I've been saying to Texans fans is when Houston, I like when they can win the close ones.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't pretty, the ones that you're
because
not.
It's still,
just,
you're going against NFL players.
Because
regardless
when
of
you get
talent.
because when you get to the playoffs, what we all know is the further that you go into it, unless the other team just didn't come prepared to play, you're gonna have to win some ugly games.
True.
Right.
So who's gonna make that play? So I like being a little battle tested. But what y'all think from last week?
Want me to go or you?
No, go ahead.
Man, I'm looking at that game that stood out to me was that Cleveland Browns and Las Vegas.
Okay, so specifically, what stood out?
Man,
Tell me more.
What stood out to me? This is what stood out to me. They are trash. This is why. And this is why, bro. Like, what are they gonna do, man? Like, if they lose,
That's crazy.
Look, I'm saying,
give y'all a second round pick.
if they lose this week, they need to start selling. I mean, you got
big.
selling players.
Why did they lose last week?
There's a lot of drops.
Okay,
But
it is because we lead the league in drops.
But it's always something though.
Man,
I'm not gonna get Denzel Ward to play wide receiver.
Low key. But when I said this when we picked Jared Judy up in the preseason, I was like,
what other options?
I said
have,
Jared Judy is fast, but that man has bricks for hands.
Yeah, he cannot.
So he's gonna
my boy Russell.
Listen, he is gonna beat that corner in a race.
Yeah.
But then when that ball gets out there and that ball hits his hand, it's gonna hit his hand and then hit the ground.
But to me, they lost to a Las Vegas team without Adams.
Yeah, no, but also, I mean, that part's not a huge thing. What's big for Cleveland right now? Like, just we're missing our right tackle, we're missing our left tackle, we're missing. Obviously, Nick Chubb has been out since last year.
Is he expected to play this season?
Well, he practiced today for the first time since he got hurt last year. Yeah. So that's big. I don't want them.
Your IR?
I don't want them. Yeah, I don't want them to. I'm gonna keep him there. That's Nick Chubb. So I don't want them to rush him back too soon though, because it's never that serious.
Yeah.
Like I want him to be healthy when he gets back for sure. So, and then on defense, we're missing some guys too. So injury. The injury bug has hit us early and hard.
So let me ask you this: so if they lose Sunday, what does that say about the season? Is we throwing it in, getting
I
ready
mean,
for
it's
2000.
still a long season because they added a game, so and you never know what the other teams are gonna do. You'll never know what happens. You can get hot at any moment. Guys can start getting healthy when it matters the most. So I wouldn't say sell it in.
Yeah.
If we get halfway through the season and there's not even a puncher's chance, then I'll say, okay, let's figure stuff out, see what we have, what we're gonna do. But while it's still early in the season, we're dealing with injuries everywhere, obviously. We don't know how good we are when we have.
And I joke about y'all a lot, bro, because I be just trying to,
No, I know. Haters
but at the same time, though, I really want to see Deshaun do good. So this is what I'm gonna do, man. We can scrap up our money, right? We can all put it in the pot, and let's get this
Where
man.
is this going?
And let's get this man a massage, bro. A legit one. You know what I'm saying?
The problem is,
it's in his contract that he can only get massages by the Brown staff.
For real. He can't go
outside and get them.
Dang.
It's actually in the contract.
That's probably why that man's struggling like that, man.
Tell his girlfriend, let his girlfriend fix his groin
It's
up.
all that tension, bro.
Man, what they gonna have men fixing his groin? That's what they got.
That's what
Big old swole trainers,
bro.
out here touching on his groin.
You know what you can see, bro? You can see he's stiff, bro. Like the ball, it ain't fluid, bro. It's like it's broken.
He ain't got his deck hips together. You know what I'm saying? That's just groin.
Yo, wow.
And now they can't even get a female trainer to go ahead and massage his groin because
bro?
the long list of folks. See, look what y'all got him doing.
This happened in the H.
First and foremost, it's not what we had him doing.
Oh, okay.
We don't condone such behavior.
We don't.
And he was doing the out of towner vibe. So yeah, what was it, like over 100 women? It can't be 100 masseuses in Houston that he doing this with.
Man, Houston's a city of 5 million people, but
It's like
that's
13 now.
that's neither here nor there.
Stop coming to Houston.
We are full.
Stop coming. If you want to come to Houston, stop living where you think it's lit. Go up north. Go down
I heard
south.
Austin's really nice.
Nah, it's
Austin-
full over there too.
Austin, I like Austin.
Elon Musk.
San Antonio is really nice.
Oh yeah, go to San Antonio.
Go to San Antonio.
Hey,
That is
go
the price of
You
living
can go
is
to
good
Dallas.
there.
Please stop coming to Houston. Please. Like for real.
Listen, traffic is getting crazy.
They choose I'm gonna live by the Galleria. Stop going by the Galleria, please, bro.
Man,
I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm on 16.
You know what's crazy
and I'm
about
in waiting, bro.
You know what's crazy about that, bro? Like,
You gonna be on 16, 19.
I'm gonna tell you the
I was
truth.
in 16.
This the guys that the truth, man. The only time, to me, people that live in Houston, the only time they go to the Gallerias, like when they got family coming in, and they want to show them out. Nobody ever buy that.
Because you really don't have to go to the gallery if you don't want to. But I digress. Back to football.
Football, man.
All right, what game stuck out to you, bro?
Man, I would say the game that I thought that was gonna be lopsided.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that I was gonna win, but I didn't. I'd say the Bills and Ravens. Unfortunately, this man.
He was right. It was lopsided.
You know what's so funny? He was like, "It's not that lopsided." He's like, "It's not that lopsided." Before in pre-production, it wasn't that bad. What you mean? Nah, look at him. Look at he just lined me up. I think he's gonna keep the same.
He threw you the hoop just to give me that.
I wasn't even gonna bring it up. I was like, yeah, he did say it wasn't that bad. Look at him in camera.
It be your own people,
man. But nah, I'm not gonna lie. Derrick Henry, he found his crown and put that thing right back on, boy.
Yo, and then
put that thing right
also,
back on.
So
it was all my favorite games or games that I really paid attention to. It was really run heavy, like the Bills and then the Seahawks in
the Seahawks
in Detroit. Well, that was so run heavy and
But the game was not lopsided though. Seahawks.
No, it wasn't lopsided.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
But
they broke it open in the fourth quarter, but it was 42-29. But even beyond that, just going back to the Baltimore game, because that one, man, Baltimore,
17.
if they stay focused, right, if we talk about a team that can actually knock the Chiefs off, I would say it would be Baltimore. Even though they lost earlier in the season, if they will stay committed to the run, because remember, in the playoffs last year, I said this last week, they stopped running the ball, and that's how they lost.
Singletary not for play.
Man, but having Derrick Henry, man, and they're... You know, he throws a little pass to Derrick Henry, let Derrick Henry run. Hand the ball off. As long as they don't just strictly hand the ball off.
Rushing yards. I don't even know a running back that had 200. I don't even know the last time I saw that. Like,
it's been a minute. He was probably the last one to have it. But
we gotta go back
but being able to throwing the ball to Derrick Henry as well, and also having him running, having him being more versatile, that's gonna be big in the playoffs, man. Like teams are gonna have to watch out for that one. Yo, but what y'all think about this? All right, so we have two teams that haven't lost a game yet. We have the Chiefs, who gone back-to-back Super Bowl champs, and we have the Vikings, which is a shock to everybody. Those are our two undefeated teams. Who's losing first?
Chiefs.
Chiefs? Is this gonna be the week?
Nah, this ain't gonna be the week. I gotta look back at the schedule.
Who they got this week?
Chiefs have this week.
I think they got somebody cool.
Let me see. It's let me go to it. Oh, Saints.
Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs to lose first too.
Yeah. Who the Vikings play?
Vikings this week have the Jets.
And who they play next week?
If we go next week, we're looking at. Let me see. Looks like they have a bye week.
A bye week?
Yeah. Looks like both of them have bye weeks.
Both of them got bye weeks too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. To lose. Not to say that they won't be. Not to say they won't be like.
No, it's not successful or anything
like that. I just feel like that Vikings defense is really than real. And old buddy, the defensive coordinator that got Tua in his feelings.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. I just know his first name. I didn't want to just call him by his first name.
Iron Morse.
Yeah. But that defense is real, bro. They not for play. They are real defense.
Both team.
No, that
both team defense.
KC defense is real too, but I feel like it's just a little bit more altogether. It's a little bit of like I got you coming from that Vikings defense.
I can see that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, the one thing we know about that Kansas City defense is that we seen it in high pressure situations.
Right.
Like we've seen them championship defensive level.
When it matters the most.
Like even though Brian Flores got this defense playing good, and Brian Flores, now I speak to him, and when y'all was talking about Dallas last week, and y'all talking about a perfect coach, that's who I think will be the perfect coach to coach the Dallas Cowboys. He gonna have those guys accountable. Y'all was talking about culture, right?
Right.
And the players. What I think is, it ain't about the culture. The culture has always been what the culture was, and it's Jerry Jones.
Right.
He's the culture.
Yeah.
It's never been about the players. But what you needed was a coach that could come in there and hold those players accountable. That's why Jimmy Johnson was successful with Jerry Jones. Even though it was a Jerry Jones culture, Jimmy Johnson held those players accountable.
But he also had Michael Irvin ratting on people that wasn't.
But listen, this is what I'm saying.
I'm not mad at that.
Brian Flores.
No, I'm talking about Brian Flores.
Brian Flores, think about it. He got a Minnesota defense. I mean, that defense really ain't full of loaded like stars. Like they got good players, but I think Dallas got better talent, like guys. If we seen what Dan Quinn did with that defense last year, I think Brian Flores, he come in. The coverages, I'm telling you, you're not going to run down the throat over Brian Flores' defense. That's just not going to happen.
Probably not.
He's going to bench you before he let you do that. And we got to look at it. Even though he got fired from Miami, he had won 7 of his last 9 games in Miami.
And they wanted him to lose the last couple.
Yeah, he had won like they went like 7 in a row.
You know what?
With a quarterback he didn't even like.
Yo, Dan, in the chat, let us know if you agree. Brian Flores, is that the guy for the future for the Cowboys?
And let me tell you why. He don't need to be in the spotlight.
He
can still let Jerry Jones do all his talking. He's not gonna be over there over talking.
I feel like
he's gonna sit in the background, but he's gonna coach these guys hard.
Jerry Jones seems like he's like a suggestion type of guy.
He is.
But Brian Flores is not an offensive guy.
No. I'm just saying he's just a. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's gonna help that team.
Jerry does like he. I don't know what it is about him, but he loves the defense. I don't know if he.
Well, you know he played in college.
I think he used to play defense.
But my whole thing is
because he loves the defense. It's always. I don't think the issue is defensively that they have an issue.
But this is my thing. It doesn't have to be a marriage for a long time. He was successful with Miami, and it was clearly discrepancies going on with the owners the whole time.
No, if he's successful,
so he got the best out of those guys.
No. If he goes to Dallas and he's successful, he's gonna be there until he's not there anymore. Because they waited so long to win. There's no way you're.
The lights are way brighter in Dallas than they are at any other stop that he's been at.
But
so if he was to go there, he will be there even if it's like begrudgingly.
But what's the difference in Minnesota? Really?
He's the difference, yeah.
He's the reason why that team is 4-0.
Yeah. I agree with
you. See,
I'm not mad at that.
Look, you seen how who do you know has made CJ Stroud look like that? He made him look like a rookie.
Yeah.
He made. But everybody he's played against, they've been blowing guys out. It ain't even been
although that might be the case, we did say that line was very undisciplined, especially when they having especially when them having an all-pro player on that line.
So what you got to say when they played against Minnesota? When they played against San Francisco. What you got to say when they played against whoever else they blew out? They blew out everybody, and it ain't even close. Guys cannot put up points. Like they.
Hey, like I said, that defense is real.
You can't even flip the field on these guys.
That defense is real.
I mean, Sam Darnold, he's able to play so relaxed because he knows the defense is gonna give him the ball back every time.
But they're not scoring the points. To the degree
defense isn't scoring.
To the degree
they're just locking up.
Yeah.
What I'm saying,
they're not like the Ravens.
But it is a level of like
security and
comfort where you like, dang, I just messed up, and now they back on the.
But this is what I'm saying.
On the field.
But this is what I'm saying. If they miss this opportunity, I don't think Bill Belichick is the answer. I think he's past.
No, I thought he would be an advisor at most.
I think he's out of touch with time. He's never been a great scouter of players.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
He's
Bill Belichick.
His way was
teams
Tom
like
Brady, man. He ain't gonna be able to coach nobody like Tom Brady.
See, he gets it.
Belichick before Tom Brady was Pete Carroll before Russell.
No, he crashed out in Cleveland.
They had a good year the year before because that was the year. But then they went to Baltimore.
Then y'all send that boy packing.
No, they went to Baltimore, and he didn't go over with them to Baltimore. That's what happened there.
It's great.
But what I will say is like, Bill's a defensive guy. That's what Bill is. Bill, those Super Bowl teams that that New England had, all those defenses, those were Bill.
Minus Randy Moss being there.
But they didn't win. They didn't win that.
No. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying minus the two Randy Moss. Was it two? No, Randy Moss was there for one.
Super Bowl?
Yeah,
just one.
Yeah, minus the Randy Moss and the fluke that happened the second time. I don't know him to have like top tier
defenses.
No, top tier talented throw the ball too.
Oh no, for sure. But this is like a fact. Tom Brady has never won a Super Bowl, and you can look this up. Tom Brady has never won a Super Bowl without a top 10 defense.
I mean, that's what you need, though.
So for those 6 Super Bowls that he got in New England,
I don't know if he wasn't. I mean, I would say
they won a 13. They won a 13-3 Super Bowl. That was the last one that he won in New England.
Let me say this:
they won like a 17. What was that? 20-13 Super Bowl. Like they won a whole lot of low scoring.
Right.
He only threw for like 200 yards Super Bowls.
Right. Yeah. But let me say this respectfully.
Yeah.
Defense is great. Don't get me wrong. But Bledsoe had that same defense. Couldn't get it done. Same way Pete Carroll had the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it done before Russell. Those 1 or 2, 3 plays that they making is the difference.
Yeah.
And just like the greatest of coaches, Andy Reid is.
He couldn't get it done.
He couldn't get it done
until he got T.O.
Until he got
Brian Westbrook. He had Darren Sproles.
And that's the same way. Like some players are great, but until they get that coach, as great as Jordan was, he couldn't get it done until he got Phil.
Yeah.
As great as he was, he couldn't figure it out, and that's okay. This is my point. Dak is great to me. I see greatness in Dak.
Okay.
I'm not going against that. I see greatness in Dak. But he don't got that coach that will hold him accountable.
You don't like McCarthy?
McCarthy is not the answer.
That's the best thing that ever happened to him.
McCarthy is not the answer because he's not a motivational speaker.
He don't have to motivate Dak. That's the beauty of Dak.
Not Dak. I'm talking about the team. He could be offensive coordinator. They could keep him as the coordinator.
He's the best thing that happened to the best player on the offensive side of the ball.
This is what I'm saying.
He would never take that.
This is what I'm saying. Move him to coordinator. Brian Flores
would never happen.
No.
That would never happen.
No.
That would never happen. Brian Flores wouldn't even want that.
This is what I'm saying.
That's chaos.
I was just reaching with that one. But what I'm saying is, I think Brian Flores would be the answer. I mean, like, he's going to get a coaching job.
I'm honestly not mad at
He's going to get a coaching job.
I don't know
what he's done with his team.
So Dallas makes the playoffs, right? Let's say, which is going to be hard
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
because you got Philly and you got Washington who are both balling. But let's say they sneak into the playoffs or whatever. 3 teams
Didn't
can
Philly
go.
just lose?
They 2-2. They are 2-2 in Washington 3-1.
3-1. Okay, so let's say Dallas makes the playoffs. They get to the second round. They lose. You firing Mike?
No.
This is
only year 3 for him.
somebody got to take the blame, and Jerry ain't.
It's only
Is this 3?
This is 3 years for him.
Okay.
This might be 4.
No, this is 4. This is 4. This is year 4.
It hasn't been 4 years.
It was 2 with Kelly Moore.
How many? How long has it? It's only been 2 years since.
No, it's been 2.
Hold on. It's only been 2 years since Aaron Rodgers left Green Bay, and he left there a year before that.
No. So what it was, when Mike McCarthy first came, it was 2 years. Remember, he got hurt his first year, and they had to bring in that's that year.
Yeah.
That Bo Boy came in and won 5 games. And then don't forget now, Ezekiel Elliott left for 1 year.
Right.
And he came back. That was a year without Zeke Elliott, and Tony Pollard was the bad. They had 2 years with Kelly Moore. Or was that 1 year with Kelly Moore?
2.
2 years with Kelly Moore.
Calling the plays.
And then Kelly Moore went to San Diego before he went to Philly.
Yeah.
It's 4 years.
Yeah.
And somebody got to take the blame, and Jerry's not going to do it.
Of course, son. He owns the team.
So what do you do?
Man,
Somebody got to be the scapegoat.
So you say yes, fire him, bring in Flores.
If they don't make the playoffs.
No, if they make
They're
the
gonna
playoffs.
make the playoffs.
Because not making the playoffs,
I think they get left out.
Okay, so if they make the playoffs, he stays.
I feel like the extra team is going to go to the NFC.
But they're going through
South.
injuries, though.
I think the extra team is going to go to the NFC South. I think it's going to be 2 to 3 teams making from the NFC South this year.
Okay, if they make the playoffs, though, like, just go with this. If they make the playoffs, Dallas makes the playoffs, they get to the second round.
The second round.
Are you keeping them?
Second round,
second round.
To me is,
and he's not getting a bye, so that means he's winning that wild card.
Okay.
And he's going to the second round.
This is okay. So it's a 2-part question for me.
Okay.
So now, as constructed, they make it to the second round.
Right.
You keep them. But now, if they go, say for instance, they go make a play for Devontae Adams. They get Devontae, and they don't make it to the NFC Championship game, he's fired.
Okay.
But then you replace him with a defensive coach.
They struggling on defense, man. They can't stop a cold.
Then you hire a defensive coordinator.
They ain't no. You gotta clean house, because you can't get rid of the players. You gonna pay them.
All right, y'all let us know in the chat. Are we going with Flores? Are we going with Flores for the future? Are we riding forward with Mike? Y'all let us know in the chat. All right, so since you brought it up, Devontae Adams. That man's open to a trade. He wants out of the Raiders. He thought he was gonna have a better situation than what he's been in. What are we thinking? Where do we see him going? What's our dream spot, the ideal spot?
What did I tell y'all before pre-production?
You said him for Diggs straight up.
And what did I say beforehand? Before this season started, when we got Diggs, so we knew he was on a 1-year rental. What if it was just to make a play to switch that boy to Adams?
I don't see it.
Hey man, you ain't see the other stuff too.
Yeah, so what you think? So you think?
No, I don't think that's gonna.
But where do you think he's actually gonna go?
Realistically, maybe the Bills crash out.
You think so? Because Josh Allen just said he's happy that he has a team where the guys don't worry about stats.
But Devontae Adams
don't worry about stats.
Devontae Adams is not as stat oriented as Diggs was at that time. And when he's coming from a place of I need a new place to thrive. Okay. Versus when Diggs got to Buffalo, it was I'm here to help you. I am the made man. Remember what I was saying? Like I'm the man. Like you saw what I did the season before I got here. I'm here to help you, and I know you nice, but I'm here to help you. Yeah. So you give me the ball so I can help you. I don't think Devontae's going to come from that space.
Okay. What you got, bro?
For me,
and I'm just like 17.
It's just from my perspective. It's just me.
Talk your talk. Say what you choose.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Too?
If this was Devontae Adams in the front end of his career, I would say maybe Buffalo. This Devontae on the back end of his career.
Right.
When you get older, you start like playing in warmer weather. It's better on the bones. Them training camps a little bit better. You don't want to be playing in no Buffalo in that snow.
Okay.
I see Dallas. The reason why. This is why. And I hate to keep bringing Dallas up. Believe you me, I don't want to keep bringing up Dallas.
How can you got a Dallas hat?
I don't got a Dallas hat. This is the reason why I keep bringing this up, though. Think about it.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of CD Lamb. You got to think. Say they going up against, give me a top corner.
Denzel Ward,
right?
Okay.
Denzel Ward can only take one of those guys out. He can't take both. Somebody gonna feast. Somebody gonna feast. And Dak, they throwing the ball 90% of the time. They don't gotta. If I'm him, I'm going to Dallas.
I disagree.
I know they throwing the ball 90 times a game. 90% of the time.
The reason why I disagree with that, I mean, the warm weather, stuff like that, or playing in a dome.
I like Kansas City.
I can see that. The only thing with Dallas is there's only one ball to throw. So you got to throw it to somebody.
Jerry Jones.
But not just that.
But there's no double team.
But yes, there will be, because nobody's worried about the run with Dallas. Dallas still cannot run the ball. So because
you don't have runners.
So because you can't run the ball, I'm not putting in an extra lineman or extra backer for that. Man, we're gonna do the nickel, or we're gonna do a cover 2 and have a safety spy. We're gonna do whatever we need to do in that backfield to be good. You can't double both of them. Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can. Because, yes, they've done it plenty of times. Because that's like being like, okay, you remember the Rams. Like, think back early Rams. When it was Isaac Bruce on one side and Torrey Holt on one side.
Either you took out one or the two. You couldn't take out both of them.
Yeah,
okay, so if you take out one, so let's say you take out one of the two. You
take out Lamb.
So, right.
Devontae gonna eat.
So, let's say he eats. As long as you still stopping that run, you can still win. Case in point. Hey,
I was around the greatest on Turkey.
I got you. They have Marshall Faulk. They have one Super Bowl. Now, like they were.
No, they don't have a Super Bowl.
Who, the Rams?
They went to.
No, they won. They won.
They did.
They beat. Who was that? They beat Atlanta.
No, they beat Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
He came up 1 yard short.
Yeah, he got tackled at the 1 yard line when he went for it.
Yes.
That's what happened.
They got a whole movie based off.
Yeah, because then they went back and they lost to the Patriots when Vinatieri kicked that field goal.
I watched that game, bro. I wanted him to score so bad.
Bro, that was crazy.
Hey, man, he from Mississippi, bro. He used to be in college all the time.
Man.
He had a wrench right up the street.
No, but But so just off of that, like we've seen like offenses where you have two wide receivers who are quote unquote dynamic, but they can still be beaten and stopped. Because in that team they have Marshall Faulk who can run and who can catch. Mm-hmm. So it like you can get beaten. And they have Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner is a better quarterback than that.
This is my thing. Zeke Elliott, he's not as bad as his numbers are saying he is.
Zeke's not the same Zeke. Did you watch it? Okay,
did you not see him in New England?
Did you watch Zeke?
Nothing,
did you watch Zeke at Ohio State? And did you watch Zeke when he first came to the league?
Of course,
that Zeke.
I want to say something.
You could literally.
I can't say what I want to say.
Say what you got to say.
That Zeke, you could literally hand the ball.
I'll say it later.
When Zeke first came into the league, it's like hand the ball to him. You know that's gonna be 5 to 6 yards, just like off the rip. It was Zeke and Todd Gurley. For like, who was the best running back?
So what do you want to see him in?
Okay, so if where I want to see him, Cleveland, of course.
Right.
But
really,
why you don't want him to throw?
But he would kill. So, if he didn't go to Cleveland, honestly, that's wild.
He probably would.
The options that I think that would actually be really good for him. I think the Steelers would be great for him.
That would be the best place.
Because that's Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin.
That's a Super Bowl team.
Honestly, it would be. I hate to say it, but that would be. So the Steelers.
He ain't gonna get the ball that much.
Yes, he will.
They more of a running team.
No. They run
defense.
They run because they have to.
They don't even use Jordan Pickett the way they supposed to use.
They run because they have to.
Jordan Pickett is a great receiver.
He's a good receiver.
He's going to be really good, but they don't even use him the right.
He's a good receiver. They run because they have to. So with the Steelers, they'll do something. With the Chiefs, I agree with that. Patrick Mahomes needs a weapon.
But they don't have the bread.
Kelsey's getting older. Man, I think they would still pay. I think they'll be willing to.
You can't pay him 20.
I think that. Well, I don't know where he is in his contract right now and how much is owed.
Well, he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league.
But it wasn't like a long contract. So, and he's already. This is what 3. Is this year 3 of his contract?
No, he early in his contract.
Who that?
He only been there. This is his second year with the Raiders.
Who that?
Devontae.
Is it his second? No, it's his third year. It's his third year.
Oh, his third year?
Yeah.
He had a year and a half with Carr.
Yeah. So that contract's coming to an end right now. So
he saw like a 5-year, didn't he?
I don't think so. Wide receivers are.
Yeah, he got that.
It was a 4-year. It was a 4-year.
Okay,
it was 4 years, $58 million. Yeah.
Oh, he signed for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Oh,
so 4 years.
Oh, he must have got some guaranteed money.
He was the #1 paid receiver when he first got paid.
Yeah. So 4 years. So he's on the. Yeah. So that'd be perfect to go to a place like the Steelers, go to a place like the Chiefs, and then those are the two teams.
A place where his talent is needed, but
What do you think about Washington? That would be nice.
I think that might mess up.
I think Washington got something.
He going to Chicago?
I think that might mess up the.
He might change something up.
Bro, ain't nothing going to Chicago.
Remember they did go to the Super Bowl.
I don't see nobody going there.
Now, honorable mention if we're gonna talk warm weather, the Saints.
He already put that on top list.
The
he want to go play for. He want to go play with Carr again.
Yeah, that's his guy.
I don't know why.
New Orleans is a great city.
What you mean why?
Oh yeah,
I don't know why he don't want to go play with Carr.
Oh yeah, I be forgetting you don't like the Carr family.
He's against
like David or Dan.
I ain't got nothing against David.
He said stop Carr. It's 2024.
But Derek, he ain't in, bro.
What you mean? You don't like what he doing over there in that gold and black,
bro?
No,
he's not a one to me.
All right, bro. Man, they got rid of some guys just so they can be like, hey, it's no misunderstanding. You're the guy.
Yeah, but
I put him in that Romo category.
But Pat Mahomes,
he buried Romo.
Pat Mahomes, he has to really throw some weight around and say, look, man, we got to get this boy. We got to get this man. We have to get Adams because I don't know if you guys were able to watch the game or if you guys watched the last game that they had. You know, they won it and everything like that. They, forced the ball to Kelsey a lot. Mm-hmm. But when Rice went down, I was like, dude, like we running out of options and Xavier Worthy.
We running out of options?
No, I said he was like we were running out. I mean, I like the Chiefs. Don't get me wrong.
The league ain't gonna let that happen, bro. They ain't gonna let that happen.
How? Why? The league loves the Chiefs.
They ain't gonna let that happen.
The league loves
I ain't gonna lie, they love Patty, boy.
They love Patty, but they ain't gonna let that happen.
He is my home.
How would they stop it?
They don't want to see no. They don't want to see that.
I mean, listen.
They don't want to see that.
The league loves dynasties because if you have a dynasty, then you have the rest of the league trying to beat said dynasty, which brings who's gonna bring down the line.
In the league. I don't want to see that happen.
Okay, there we go.
I don't think they have the money because I don't think they got the money to actually afford them.
I'm getting tired of Mahomes. Just like I was getting tired of Brady.
What? He only 28. You saw Brady for 20-something years. I understand that.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
He only been here 6-7 years.
Man.
You already said
I'm
that.
tired of him, man. Jalen Hurts supposed to have that championship. Yeah, I said it.
Damn.
What?
He would have never took off running in the middle of that field.
Damn.
So that doesn't sound like
Then Bradbury, I can't stand you, sucker.
Yeah,
Let's leave that alone.
Let's talk about these games that.
Oh, I don't like the disrespect too that y'all were talking about. My boy Jaden.
Who?
Jaden Hurts last week too.
How do we disrespect him?
I heard.
Wait.
What we say? I said what
dissing.
he played in the Super Bowl.
I heard some sneak dissing.
I said how he played in the Super Bowl. He played a great game minus a fumble. I said that was almost a perfect game that you would want to see from a player.
It was somebody else saying that he's not getting it done or something. Was that Daniel? Or was that who that?
Maybe Daniel, because I said we've probably seen the best that we've seen.
That's what he said. He said
I said we've probably seen the best that
so.
He's gonna be.
Nah, I don't think that.
Because I mean, what has he shown you differently?
I don't think.
That's what it was. We was going back.
I don't even think this year he's playing bad.
I didn't say he's playing bad.
Cause like,
well, I said the best that he's played. So, like, all I'm saying is,
he ain't. We ain't.
I just feel like we've probably seen his ceiling.
That's crazy.
I don't think so, man.
That's crazy.
Like, what do we? Okay, where have you seen him develop? Gotten better.
No,
I've seen him develop overall.
No. He's gotten better. But I mean,
on this level of adversity at all.
Yeah.
Him losing his
center.
best. Well, the center.
His defense is so horrible, bro.
Thing, but I'm talking about him losing his offensive weapons.
They would really be like
maybe that offense was hiding a lot of that.
Maybe the Tampa Bay game they just got beat, but they had no business losing.
The Saints game.
They had no business losing the Atlanta game.
What about the Saints game?
They didn't play the Saints this year.
Oh no, they did play the Saints. They beat the Saints,
Yeah.
that was a low scoring game.
But they had
that game was on the defense.
But they had no business losing to Atlanta. How you let them boys go straight down the field? And
Atlanta just showed you that they can move the rock if they need to. They good.
They had no business losing that game.
Speaking of Atlanta, did y'all see? I'm just gonna bring something funny up real quick.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what Shannon was talking about Young Wei?
Oh, yeah.
You ain't see that?
I ain't see it.
You know who Young Wei is, right?
The kicker.
Yeah. You know how his name is spelled, right?
Oh, Young Ho. Yeah, I see that.
Man, Shannon was looking through the paper. Young Wei, yeah. Melissa wrote it for me.
You talking to Dion?
Yeah, he's like
Michelle wrote it for me. Young Wei.
Right.
Hey, let me tell you, he need to get his mind out there, go.
Listen, it seems like my boy Listen.
He out here slinging, them pills. He need to be worried about that, pronouncing these players' names correctly. It was just funny to me.
He's on that red pill.
Listen,
he got a blue one too.
All right, so what y'all think, man? Jaden Daniels, man. Like, the season that we saw from CJ last year was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, amazing, you know. We seen some rookie quarterback phenoms, and he seems like he's falling right into that. He has Washington at the top of the NFC East. Man, and then I'm just going to run a couple things by for y'all guys. First player in NFL history to complete at least 85% of his passes in consecutive games.
That's cute.
Yeah, completion percentage, he's number 1 in the league. Rushing TDs, he's first. Total QBR, he's 4th. Passing yards, he's 10th.
First downs.
Yeah, first year in the league. Tell me what y'all looking at?
Hate to Hate to say it.
I ain't gonna be a hater, but I really do like him, but it's just no film. It's week 4. There's nothing to talk big about unless we see him in the playoffs. Now, if we see him in the playoffs, which is the trajectory that he's on, then we can start giving him
Hater. Oh,
but
man.
right now, it's just he's in a good place because there's no film on tendencies. There's no film on what he likes versus what he doesn't like. There's no film. Everybody's just going from the film of the previous week as opposed of just looking at him throughout the whole season and being able to find what he does and doesn't like. But still, with all that being said, all has to be on to him. You know what I'm saying? I love what I'm seeing from him. It's just like I said, it's just week 4 and there's no film. So let's just see what the playoffs bring before we can start really giving him some flowers.
Okay. What you got, bro?
I hate to say it. Yeah. I called it. I said this boy gonna be different. Him and Spencer Rattler. I'm just waiting for Derek to be Derek.
It's just 4 weeks. You know, it's just 4 games.
Okay, so
I know it, bro. When I see it, I'm telling you.
So
bro.
Based on what you've seen, because you said before the season, to your credit,
said Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown would never win the NBA championship.
And I walked that back. All
right, so just based on what you've seen, because you said at the beginning of the season that this man's gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have full faith in him before a snap was ever snapped. Okay, so what do you think he's gonna do with the rest of the season? We have a quarter of the season done, almost done so far.
I think it's the real deal, and I say that not because I'm a prisoner of the moment. I say it because, hey, I called it. But I said it also because what he's doing, it's not gimmicks, man. You don't see no trick plays. You don't see them doing something just out the way. Like, you go back to that Cincinnati game, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They had to score every drive because it wasn't a punt that game, right?
Right.
I seen this guy, knew he finna get hit and deliver a strike right down the field.
No, he's a dot god, but
and then
Cincinnati shouldn't be your measuring
stick. And then I'm seeing the game. It's not too fast for him.
Yeah,
he's not sped up at all. It's he's going through his progressions. You see him throwing in the middle of the field. Anticipation. Mm-hmm. He's seeing it really well. Like he's making it look too easy in a way, man. It's like every game I'm watching him, it's like, bro, they ain't playing real defense on him, and he just carving guys up. Like even when you go to that Tampa Bay game, bro, that was going up and down the field. His first game, they just couldn't get in the end zone. So I'm telling you, man, this dude's a real deal, bro. And if they don't watch out, bro, I'm telling you, it's something brewing in Washington, man. It's something brewing in Washington. And if they don't get a cap on this guy, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. And this could be the first year we see a rookie win it all. I'm telling you, if that defense, if they make some changes, if they get a couple pieces to that defense, I'm telling you, bro. Dan Quinn, this is the first team.
Listen, that's a big statement. I mean, to your credit, Merrill Hodges did say he would have taken him number 1 over.
That's the mayor of Chicago.
Over Caleb Williams.
That's the mayor of Chicago.
Nah, he's a football guy. So, but okay, so
his name is Mayor.
No, Merrill.
Oh, well, I thought you said mayor. I'm like, are you talking about the mayor of Chicago?
That's right. So yeah. So just, I mean, I kind of understand what both of y'all are saying, because to yours, he's showing out. Like he's just showing out. Like for a rookie coming into the league, having games where he just has 2, 4 incomplete passes. That I'm not even 100% sure they're his fault. That's ridiculous. Like you don't see that. That's really unheard of. The stats that he's putting up, the places that he's leading in, it's pretty scary. But to E's point, there's not a lot of tape on him. You have your college tape, and then you have the tape basically.
That's like your all-star tape.
Yeah, and you have the tape for
the best of the best
for these first 4 games. So that's basically what you're going on. I mean, Cincinnati tried to talk trash and say that he's running basically the college system, but until a team can stop it, it doesn't matter what system.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna hit a pause. Was CJ Stroud was showing out last year? I'm just curious though, man. Was you saying? Oh, it's just week 4.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was happy that he was showing out for sure, but I was more impressed with his playoff run.
Okay. So I'm saying. Hey,
yeah. Him losing to Lamar, to me it was like, if you was to lose to anyone, let it be the guy that won the MVP that year. Yeah. You know, so I wasn't too upset.
I mean, they were playing against Cleveland.
I mean, I didn't want to mention that. You know, he's my guy, so I don't like abusing him too much. You know what I'm saying? At some point, is this mental abuse to you?
It really isn't, because Mississippi, again, doesn't have an team. So, no matter what he says, he'll never be able to say, man, I can't wait to see my home city or state or area team.
It might happen. It might happen.
Stop it. You guys are so far down. They'll put a team in Mexico, Canada, and Brazil before they put one in Mississippi.
Go get one in Mexico.
Yes,
go get a team.
Okay, how about this? They have, in the last 5 years, they've played NFL games in Mexico, Canada, and Brazil. How many NFL games have they played in Mississippi?
Look, this is what I'm going to say.
If we add up all of them, it's still 0.
Go get a team in Mexico, Canada, and Brazil, and then we'll come on to Mississippi too. How about that?
Still no.
Can't win with this guy, man.
There has to be another state that deserves a team. Let me see. San Diego doesn't have one. They have more people than
the Chargers.
The Chargers are in LA. So San Diego.
To LA.
Yeah, so San Diego can get another team.
No.
Washington, Portland. Portland can get a team. Portland's a great sports city. I mean, there's some U.S. cities who are. I would put one in Alabama.
Put one in Jackson would be real.
Nah. But you know what though?
Yeah.
But you
the
know
same
what,
people who support Bama will support them.
But you know what you mean? One thing I feel confident about. We'll get a championship before Cleveland will.
Dang, that's tough.
And what? You don't have any professional teams.
My point exactly. Thank you. You just answered it. My point exactly.
The Cavs.
Y'all ain't gonna get a championship.
The Tribe.
I'm talking about the Browns.
What? The Browns had 9 championships before they switched to the Super Bowl.
We're talking about moving forward.
Stop doing that.
Before they No. He said they would not get a championship.
We talking about moving forward.
When we had championships,
don't you know,
what were we doing?
You know how embarrassing it is for you to bring up those championships?
That was like before anybody was watching football.
You know exactly what I
did. Did the Oilers have any?
No, they didn't.
Okay, but we did, so I can talk about it.
But
anyway,
the difference in between the Oilers and the Browns.
Yeah, what's the difference?
It's different 30 years.
And the Browns are winning championships. Shout out to Jim Brown, rest in peace. All right, we don't even have to talk about it. So anyway,
the fact that you gotta bring up the 60s and 70s.
Hey, was it on? You know, one day someone's gonna look at their friend and say, the fact that you had to bring up the 20s, the 10s and the 20s.
Josh,
they would still happen.
Josh, you weren't even alive.
It still happened on the calendar.
You can't tell me the last 3 plays that happened when they won their last Super Bowl.
I can. It was a run.
Lies.
A run.
Lies.
And a run.
And another lie. That third one might have been the truth.
And a victory knee.
Heck nah.
Man. All right. So real talk. Let's look ahead to this week. Who are y'all looking forward to seeing?
Oh, you want to talk about where we at, or are you still?
Where we at?
I'm in the league, of course.
No. But who are y'all looking forward to seeing this week coming up?
I'm looking forward to seeing.
I want to see if the Ravens gonna be able to keep running the ball like this, because they get the hiccups when it comes to playoffs. So I want to see how the Ravens move forward with Derrick Henry rushing for 200. I want to see how that looks like. And of course, I always keep my Texans on the screen for sure. I think
they have a great game against the Bills, so that was gonna be. You think Diggs is gonna put up $150?
Nah, probably like 79 and 3 touchdowns.
79 3 toes. Who?
I hope so. He on my fantasy team.
What you got?
79 3 touchdowns.
I hope so. He on my fantasy team, but
Yeah, bro. If you looking to trade him, because you already did a house fire.
nah, that's how
Everybody that you was trying to trade, you trying to turn Adam DeLeon or whatever his name.
Adam Thielen?
Nah, he in the free agency pool now.
You sure you don't know?
He for the streets.
Yeah, I let him go.
Yeah, I seen it.
Man, that's tough.
Man, watch it, man.
That's
Hey,
tough.
Hey, after I beat you by 100, I'm letting them drive. I'm letting them go too. I ain't never beat nobody by 100 before.
But yeah, man, I was off. I wouldn't even look at my.
Yeah,
2 weeks in a row.
We not.
It was like a rough 2 weeks.
We're not going for this.
Nothing but excuses.
Yeah, I had a lot going on.
Pre-plan.
I was like out of state, out of bag. So you
He
know.
lying. Well, he not lying, but he could always pre.
But the team I'm
I
looking
drafted my
at.
team on the drums.
But
I'm
the
just
team,
saying.
but the team I'm looking at this week is I'm looking at the Cardinals
Okay.
in San Francisco. Kyler Murray is sneakily, if that's a word, having a really good season. To
Nah,
start.
he ain't sneakily having a really good
He's
season.
really been balling.
Since he been throwing into that young rook over there.
Yeah, he's really
I
been.
should have got him.
But-
And you wanted AJ Brown for him.
Let me get Connor. Who got Connor?
Who?
You wanted AJ Brown.
Who got Connor?
No, you tried to trade me AJ Brown.
Hey, who got
No,
Connor?
no,
I'm
I tried
saying.
to trade you.
No, you tried to trade me AJ
I tried
Brown.
to trade you
Who got James Connor?
Tyreek Hill.
I have no clue.
I want James Connor.
You got to
Somebody give me James Connor.
I don't have
I
him.
want
You
Who
got.
got Kenneth Walker?
I got him.
Let me get him.
What you want for him?
I give you Tank Dell.
I take Diggs and something else. I take Diggs and Dale.
So I'm looking at the Chiefs and the Saints game.
I give you like.
I feel like that Chiefs Saints game is gonna tell me something.
Saints?
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna tell me something, and I feel like
Who you taking? I'm telling you something about Derek Carr.
You heard what he said, likely? I thank you for segueing, but you heard that? Likely?
bro, let it go. You know you're not gonna trade.
He just had 3 tutties.
I was gonna
Last
say,
week. He said likely.
like he doesn't have anything to trade, so
I
at
said
this point
Diggs
it's a
for-
pity trade.
I said Diggs and Dale. He should have jumped to that one.
But
And that was
also
just a feeler.
the Bills and the Texans, because honestly I want to see Stephon Diggs go.
I want to see stuff.
I
I think he's gonna go crazy, but it's gonna be like more of a masterclass go crazy. That's why
Yeah.
I said 79 and 3 touchdowns.
Well, I think it'll probably be like 124, 2 touchdowns. I think it'll be more.
Nico might just be like, you know what?
You got this one.
Do that because Nico has really been like he's been putting the yards on his back.
He has.
He's really been playing like
He's
the
tough.
best receiver in the game.
Yeah,
Nico kind of reminds me of Anquan Bolden.
that's
How-
a good comparison.
How strong he is.
big body,
Yeah.
strong,
Runs aggressively.
wide catch
Looks for the
radius.
contact.
He
Yeah.
remind me of Julio.
Well, they saying, but Julio was just faster.
Yeah, Julio is just
Julio,
really
that's what I'm
fast.
saying. But the big body, the way the catches, the amount
Yeah,
of
I
catches
think,
in the game, the
well,
way he go across the
He's more
middle.
closer to Julio than Anquan Bolden, but
Anquan Bolden was tough.
I like his ability to possession catch. So that's why when he said Anquan Bolden, I said
because that's what he was used for.
At first-
Larry Fitzgerald would stretch the field, and Anquan would get the possession.
Yeah,
I think he more. Like I said, to me.
I
To
like
me,
Julio.
to me.
I like Julio
To
too.
me, Julio.
Hey, Julio was just a faster Megatron.
Yeah.
Really, a faster, not as strong Megatron.
I was gonna say I'll take a Calvin Johnson.
I'm not saying who you take
Oh,
over.
okay,
I was
okay.
only saying
Oh, okay.
Julio's archetype or how he was his player type. There we go.
Okay. All right. So real quick. Okay. Time to get our 5 games. Just to recap, since we have Mook in the building, he is in the lead in this one. Burley, P.O.P. Mook has 11 dubs. Me and E are tied with 9. So let's go ahead and run through this and let's make our picks.
So you got third, and then I'm tied for second. Okay, that makes sense.
That doesn't make sense at all.
For sure.
All right. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so Minnesota versus the Jets. E, you start.
Man, I'm going with that Minnesota.
All right, Mook, who you got?
Yeah. So.
And the Jets are gonna lose.
Boy, they got old man Aaron Rodgers on the question
Nathaniel
list.
Hackett that I'm worried about.
Huh?
That dude is horrible as offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Houston versus Buffalo. Who you got, bro?
H-time.
Houston.
H-time.
You already know you going Houston.
I'm really kind of split with that game, but I'm gonna just go with the game, man.
Oh, what you call it?
This here.
I'm going.
And you gotta think what you call it gone because he be on them drugs.
Okay.
Buddy that be doing the Red Old Spice commercials. Von Miller.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, I got Houston too.
I wasn't even worried about him.
Dallas versus Pittsburgh. Who you got? And that one's in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I know you got Pittsburgh.
You got
Pittsburgh. I got. Don't look back, bro. I got Pittsburgh.
Okay. Same. I'm rocking with Pittsburgh as well.
Hey, all this Dallas Cowboy talk. I don't know why you look back at me. I'm trying to get off of it.
All right.
Everybody been picking the same team. I'm still gonna have to lead this week. So
well, let's see.
First and foremost. All right, Josh, you go first.
All right. New Orleans versus KC. I'm going.
I got New Orleans.
You going New Orleans?
I tried to give it to you.
I hope your chair falls.
I'm going KC.
Speaking of that,
I'm going KC. I'm
All
always
right.
going against. I don't believe in Derek Carr.
All right, so Mook, you going KC? I'm kind of torn on that one because they're down a wide receiver, so that means they're forcing it to Kelsey a lot. What's his
Kelsey
name?
finna get hurt this
dude.
game. That's what you not realize.
That's horrible.
This game gonna be different between you being second or third. But you still gonna be behind me, but you gonna be second.
He either gonna be tied for second, or he gonna be third.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I get, or with Daniel coming up, he already won his 5. Congratulations, young Dan.
We have the same record.
Yeah,
you're using a lot of words for
You're gonna be behind him because he 100%.
I'm going KC.
I knew it. You just following him.
I'm going KC.
He chose right. You finna be third.
I got Baltimore over Cincinnati. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll take Baltimore too.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Be more. All right.
It's something about Baltimore. They got that dude number.
Baltimore.
They really beat Baltimore. Really beat them with Tyler Huntley. If they wouldn't have fumbled at the one.
Yeah, I
in the
remember
playoff.
that was crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, real quick. All right, so best outside of T.O., Jerry Rice, and Randy Moss, greatest wide receiver.
Sheesh. And we just talk about complete career, right?
Yeah.
Gotta give it to my man, young Larry.
Larry, who you got?
Jerry Rice.
Outside of Jerry Rice,
Oh,
T.O. and Randy. Who you
I
got?
thought you were out of there. Oh.
Larry Legend, and he got dreads. We ain't even talking about the boy with the white hair. I mean, the blonde hair with the blue eyes. We're talking Larry Legend.
Who you got, bro?
Outside of them.
Study long, study
I
wrong.
mean, you got Megatron. You got Julio Jones.
You got AB.
I mean, who got AB? You got Devontae. You like him.
I'm gonna go with
Megatron. Same. I'm going Megatron too. Yo, this has been another episode of Nothin Nice. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Share it with your friends, your family, all that. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about in the comments. Who you got, what you looking like, what your fantasy teams are looking like. Nothin Nice. We appreciate you pulling up. We out.
Hey.